Okay, boys and girls, as you can see what the title says, stock investing information. This is for all my 70 babies, 90, 80 babies join along, especially 60 and 50 babies who don't think you capable of doing this. Let's get a little light. Make sure that it don't be too bright. We don't need it too bright, you know what I'm saying? First of all, let's thank the good Lord and Creator that you're here and breathing. So I start all my sessions off with saying, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am thankful, I am opulent, I am giving, I am receiving. And write this one down. I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. All right, let's get to it. First of all, I think everybody should start learning something about this Bitcoin. This is to all my 70 babies, schoolmates, friends, and foe. Learn about this Bitcoin. Learn about this digital currency that's going on today. I want everybody to know this. And here's another book I got called Day Trading. So if you're working every day, you might not have trying to do day trading, but you will have time to swing trade. And I'm going to make definition for everything I'm saying. First, let me tell you what stocks is. We're going to read it verbatim, word for word. And then I'm going to break it down to you my way. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor, but I will give you advice that I take for myself. And this is how I go about searching for stocks that I invest in. And remember, when you buy stocks in a company, you're only purchasing a piece of that company, meaning you're becoming an owner of the company. Nike, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Home Depot, Johnson & Johnson, Walmart. Come on, people. It is money in companies like it's money and you trying to go to work and make a paycheck. Every company is trying to grow daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, semi-annually, quarterly. If you invest your money into these companies and learn how these companies are growing, you can earn as well as they earn. And remember, the more you learn, the more you earn. So, I'm going to show you something that most people don't like to do, which is read. I got my iPad up right here. I'm going to Google and I want you to follow along. This is how stocks work. I'm going to show you how ETFs work. CDs, bonds, all this is meant for growth. IRAs, Roth IRAs, which stand for Individual Retirement Account, IRA. Okay, let's say stocks. So a lot of people been asking me about stocks, which I will give you the definition of stocks. If you don't want to read it, I'll read it. Just go to your trusty Google. And what I typed up is, what are stocks? Let's see here. There's a site called Investopedia. I don't know if y'all can see that. Investopedia. What is a stock? A stock is also known as equity. Is a security that represents the ownership of a fraction of a corporation. This entitles the owner of the stock to a proportion of the corporation's asset and profits, which equal to how much stock they own. Units of stock are called shares. So let me break that down to you. If you buy a share of Nike stock, you are a part of owner of Nike. If your money is invested into Nike, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Home Depot, Walmart, Johnson & Johnson, as they grow, you grow. And most of the companies I just named are Fortune 500 companies. Most Fortune 500 companies pay dividends. A dividend is a portion of your money that they give you every month or every 3 months to keep you invested. So they give you some of their profit sharing. So what I tend to do in some of the companies that I'm invested into that pays dividends, I allow the dividend to reinvest. When you allow it to reinvest, that's called compounding interest. You make money while you sleep, people. You make money while you sleep. Simple as that. Stocks are ownership of a company. It's not hard. It's not hard. But what I would tell anybody to do, which remember, I'm not a financial advisor, this is what I do. Research the company that you want to invest into, and if you feel it's a good company, roll with it. Excuse me. Let me show you how to research. Once again, go to Google. We're going to use, let's say, Ralph Lauren. Say if you want to invest in Ralph Lauren, go to Google and type up how much, and I also tell you what platforms that I use, and you can download these platforms as well. How much is Ralph, let's say, Ralph Lauren stock? The company, by the way, is worth $7.1 billion. They didn't plan on falling no time soon, so that'll be a good company to invest into for the dividends they pay. Let's see, Ralph Lauren. Let's say stock. What I just typed up is how much is Ralph Lauren stock. Immediately it gave me a graph. If you're on Apple, I don't know how it look on Android, but it gave me a graph. See that? Ralph Lauren Corporation. When you look up these companies, it's going to give you a ticker symbol. It's an abbreviation of the company. That's how you find it on the NASDAQ, the S&P 500. What's the other one? There's plenty of them. NASDAQ, S&P. Hell, I can't think of all of them, but this is how you find the companies that you want to invest into by the stock tickers. Okay, let's say if I want to invest into Ralph Lauren, I look up Ralph Lauren Company. I want to know what the stock costs. Right now, their stock is $113.04 as we speak right now. So, as you can see, on any company, they give you an overview. They give you news about the company. They give you comparisons to other companies, and they give you the financials, meaning they give you the profit and earnings sheet. So, if we tap on overview, most of you that's buying Ralph Lauren clothes, Nike's clothes, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, going in and out of Home Depot, Walmart, you're spending money with them anyway. Why don't you invest into the company and earn as they earn? Stocks go up and down, so companies are seasonal, just like a pair of Timberland boots. Companies are seasonal. Some people wear them most people wear them in the winter. People buy them in the summer. They be a little cheaper in the summer. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, hope that didn't go over nobody's head. When you want to learn about a company, you go to the overview of the company. As you can see, just tap on that. All right, I'm on an overview of Ralph Lauren. All right. We got the news at the bottom. Just click on that. It's going to take you to another page. Ralph Lauren Corp. C8, a stock outperforms competitors on strong trading day. See, it just gives you information about these companies. You can also go to the news. You got market news, CNBC, Yahoo Finance, the monthly food, which is one I use, Investors Business Daily. It just break down by the company. That's all stocks is. You invest into companies, you earn as they earn. You find out what's their good seasons, what's their bad seasons. You find out if they're trying to make an acquisition, meaning they're trying to merge it to another company. I urge you all, 70 babies. You can build a nice nest egg off investing into stocks. Now, if you don't know how to pick stocks, there are things called ETFs, exchange traded funds. Let's go to Google. See, people got to understand that Google is your diploma, your associate degree, your bachelor's, and your master's. There's a lot of information on Google. And what you can't find on Google, get the book and read. Statistically, I have read that 90% of people that come out of school don't read a book besides something comical or something fictional. I don't get it. But hey, it is what it is. Let's say, what are ETFs. And if you're not good at picking stocks, you can find an ETF that has that same stock inside of it, and it'll be cheaper. And ETFs are a basket of stocks. You might find an ETF with 30 stocks in it. You can find some ETFs with almost up to 500 stocks in it. So you're buying all the companies at one time, and it's managed. So how this works is, if one of the companies is going down, you got enough companies in there to make up finance to oversee that, so you still earning money. And me, I buy dividend paying ETFs. What is ETFs? Once again, give you a definition. All of this is on Google. You can go to a site called Investopedia. All right. What is an ETF? An exchange traded fund is a type of security that tracks an index. An index is like the S&P 500. S&P 500 means it got 500 companies in there. The S&P 100, 100 companies. The NASDAQ 100, the NASDAQ 500, the NASDAQ 1000. It means it got that many companies in there. So each one of these companies are listed on the stock exchange. If you don't want to pick one company, you can just buy a whole basket of them. And quite frankly, it's cheaper. So, an exchange traded fund is a type of security that tracks an index, sector, commodity, or other asset, but which can be purchased or sold on a stock exchange the same way a regular stock can. An ETF can be structured to track anything from the price of an individual commodity to a large, diverse collection of securities. ETFs can even be structured to track specific investment strategies. So you can actually go in and find ETFs in the health services. You can find them in what all services you can find them in? Anything. Utilities, gold, tobacco, any commodity. You can find ETFs in anything that has a basket of stocks in there in case you just don't want to pick one stock. Say if you want to buy Facebook stock and you say, well, Facebook stock is too high. Let's go see how much Facebook stock is right now. Let's say Facebook stock, which everybody be on Facebook. Right now, Facebook stock is $364. $364. So say you don't want to buy a share of Facebook stock at $364 because it's kind of high for you. Look for Facebook stock in an ETF. They have several. Investco, QQQ Holdings. That's the ETF that carries Facebook stock. Let's see here. You got SPY. That's the S&P 500 ETF Trust. It got Facebook stock in it. You got IVV. That's iShares Core S&P 500 ETF. You want to know what the price of these? Just type that symbol up. Let's go with IVV. That's an ETF, IVV. Right now it is priced at IVV ETF price $444, and it got several stocks in it. Bottom line, what I'm trying to tell you is investing is easy. Learn about these cryptocurrencies. This stuff is right in your face. Go in your kitchen and look at the products that you buy all the time. If you buy them, somebody else buy them. Just imagine if you're investing into those companies. Go to Google, find out what's the overview on the company, find out where they're heading, find out their financials, find out how many employees they have, find out who the CEO, find out who is the CFO. You can find all this stuff out as public information, people, and just learn about the company's trends. You know what I mean? When companies get in new products, you know, stock go up. News affect the stocks. The media affect the stocks. Politicians affect stock. So once you learn a trend and a strategy and a pattern, you'll learn how to buy. You buy low, sell high. And most stocks you can hold because stocks take a while to grow unless you just day trade. You know what I'm saying? Me, I day trade on a penny. Or you can swing trade. Say if you ain't got time to watch it, you can buy some stocks today, let it sit for a while, sell it in a couple of days or sell it in a couple of weeks. That's called swing trading. Either way it go, it's profit. Remember this, the stock market is not biased. They don't care what color you is. It's not racist. And if it is, they can't see you anyway because you're working from a computer. I say, my advice that I take myself, download Robinhood, Webull, Fidelity, E-Trade, TD Ameritrade. And the reason why I said download all these platforms to your phone, they all have apps. I got them all on my tablet and on my cell phone. So we're going to try Robinhood first. It's the first one I told you about. See that? It's looking pretty good, ain't it? I know it is. A couple of stocks I got Tesla. I got an ETF called QYLD. QYLD, it pays a monthly dividend. Let's go back. I have AGNC. Right now they priced at $15.95, and they also pay a monthly dividend. Right now they have a dividend yield of 9.1. Pretty damn decent. KO, Coca-Cola. Most of us drink Coca-Cola. Right now their stock is sitting at $54.50. They pay I think a quarterly dividend. And these things fluctuate. But when it comes to dividends, what I tend to do is I click a button, which you can go on Robinhood, on any one of these platforms. Like you see, that's me, Richard G. You can go on any one of these platforms and put them on dividend reinvest, which meaning as they pay you a dividend every monthly or every quarter or yearly, however you have yours set, it reinvests that money for you. It'll send you an alert on your phone, and you will see your money grow while you are asleep. See, they didn't want to teach this shit in school. I don't know why. Because money ain't real. It don't belong to you. No matter how much you make, it's got to go back in a cycle. It's a current. It got to keep flowing. You can't just take money and stuff it on your mattress and think it's going to grow. It's not going to grow that way. You have to invest it some kind of way. But what I tend to see a lot of black American people do, and I can't say all, just a majority of them that I know and I grew up around, you work hard to go buy material shit that has no value. You invest into liabilities instead of assets. If you invest into more assets, it'll be easy for you to, get you some of these liabilities and splurge a little bit. But invest. Anybody want to know about this because it might be a little complicated being I'm saying this on live, just call your boy. Ring me up, leave a message if you have any questions that I feel I can answer. If not, I'll lead you to the source. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I read just like I'm telling you to read. That's how I have learned this stuff. They got an app called, and I'm going to go back to the stocks. They got an app called Coinbase. Let's go to that. That's an app on cryptocurrencies. You want to know what cryptocurrencies is? Go to Google and look it up. This stuff it's not that hard. It don't take a rocket scientist. People just teach strategies. If you type anything up on YouTube, everybody wants you to sign up because they want to charge you for their strategies, which is fair. You can learn stocks on your own. You can learn investing on your own. If you're working for somebody, you are a commodity. You are a stock. You are working to make somebody else rich. Why not make yourself rich? You dig? So for the ones that ask me these questions about stocks, it's all about investigating the company that you're investing in. If you want to, let's say if you want to invest into Nike, You want to say Nike is a worldwide company? Just go to Google. Go to Google. I'm going to do it with you. And type up how much is Nike stock. And it's going to come up. See that? Right now, Nike stock is $156.42. They opened at $157. Their high today was $161, and their low was $156. So say if you did a little day trade on that, let's say 161 minus 157, what you got? 57, 58, 59, 60, 61. If you were lucky enough and you had enough stock, you'd be making $4 a share. But this day trading moves pretty quick, so it got to be something you watch daily, or you can swing trade. Me personally, a company like Nike, I hold them because they always coming out with different products, and their company prices fluctuate. But they do pay a monthly dividend right now, and that fluctuates. They're paying 70% dividend on 156.42, and that changes. So regardless, they're going to kick out a dividend every 3 months, if I'm not mistaken. It could be every month, but every 3 months. I've been had it for a while. And just let it reinvest. Your money making money. That's the name of the game. Money is not real. Let me give you my definition. There's a lot of people chase material things that it ain't gonna last. Ain't none of this shit gonna go with you when you die. So hopefully you got some sensible child or some sensible family member that you can leave it to, that you think gonna be able to take care of what you work hard for. But the name of the game is to work smart and not hard. Work smart, don't work hard. Shit's easy. Stop putting value in material things. I had to learn that myself, so that's why I can preach it and teach it. Stop putting value in material things. That shit don't last. If you get a brand new car, you might wash that sucker for the first 3 months. Clean it out, vacuum it out. Let 6 months to a year go by. You got goddamn French fries up under the seat. Change on the side of the seat that you ain't picking up. If you smoke cigarettes, you got ashes in the motherfucker. So understand this. Things lose its value when it leave a lot. Things lose its value when you purchase it. But if you invest in it, you stand a better chance. I say 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10 chances of it growing. People was tripping on Michael Jackson for buying those big, ugly ass paintings that he was buying. But the brother was buying assets. It's 3 games in life: checkers, chess, and Monopoly. With checkers, you jump fast. So let's eliminate that. Because you know if you move fast on a job, in the street, or anywhere in life, you're going to miss something. So let's get checkers out the way. With Monopoly, everybody remember that square board Monopoly? Especially my 80 babies. Not my 80 babies, my 70 babies. 80 babies probably know about it too, but 70 babies. Monopoly, when you first get on the board, they give you $1,500. To me, that's income tax check time. And what most people do with their income tax check, they bust it up. You mean to tell me all year long you work, and when income tax check come around, half you assholes trying to claim other people's kids. But if you do, so what? It's your business. But you take the money out of 12 months. You don't claim all your shit. And they give you $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. Some people even get in excess of $8,000 to $9,000 or $10,000. And within 2 weeks to 2 months, your ass is broke again. Come on, people. You should be scratching your own head. What the hell you doing with your money? That money is made for investing. Let me show you what I do. Where's that at? Let me teach y'all something. Hey, it ain't working hard. It's working smart. And see, one thing I done learned about humans, because I don't fuck with humans. I'd rather deal with you like this. Unless I know you. Humans are backstabbing. They're not like animals. I'd rather be around a damn roaring tiger than to be around a human being. At least I know if I go near that tiger, he gonna fuck me up. But a human will laugh and grin in your face and stab you in the back. So my way for giving back is to do it like this. I prayed about it. I'm like, Lord, you blessing me. Universe is blessing me. How can I give back to people? Not just one people, but people, especially my black people. We got to get this shit together. Now, y'all got to get it together. Anyway, check this out. For you guys that runs the H&R Block and all these places and get ripped off. This is a book I bought. You see what that say? Your Income Tax 2021. Half y'all don't claim everything. Do you know how much money people leave on the table because they want to get their money back fast? And some people, I done seen them go in places and say, hey man, they gonna give me a quick refund. I paid them $300. Oh my goodness, call me. Call me if you want to toss that $300 around like that. There's an app. You got one called QuickBooks, and I got one that's less